Welcome back to You're Done. Happy New Year!
Slay.
Can you believe it's 2025?
It is 2025. Can you believe there's been a few weeks since we've been with all of y'all?
I can't. And if you've forgotten, my name's Brendan.
And it's still Tasha.
It's still Tasha, if you've forgotten. And we're in a totally new year, which is crazy. The podcast made it.
It did.
To another year.
Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah.
Like, we hit 100 subscribers on YouTube.
Which is very exciting for us because we're just a little baby podcast.
Baby podcast, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, so much has happened this year.
Yeah, we really had such a great year. And I'm so glad I got to spend so much of it with you.
My heart, don't make me cry.
I love
making
mascara.
mascara.
Slay. So, Tash, before we get into, because today we're going to just talk about the new year and recap 2024 and have the best time. But
and Kiki,
I haven't seen you in a while. We didn't spend the holidays really together. So let's do the catch up. I did go to Calgary.
Yeah, let's have the catch up.
The catch up. Dun, 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 dun. You go.
So a lot of things happened to me in the last literal week and a half of the end of the year.
Yeah, okay. It was like, it's been more than that since they've seen you, but it's been like a month.
No, it's been like 3 weeks.
Since the last time we recorded, it's been a month. But it has only been, the last time you would have seen us was Christmas.
Exactly.
So we're back.
So come on.
Okay, what's happened?
Okay, thing one. Got a new job.
Yay! We are going to be coworkers again.
We are.
Yeah, which is very exciting. We started as coworkers. That's how our friendship blossomed.
And then we became
podcasters, co-hosts. And now we're doubling up.
Yes.
And we're about to be coworkers
again.
And podcasters.
Love that.
Slay.
So that happened.
Congrats again.
Merci beaucoup.
It was a decade at the last place.
It was. And time well spent. You know, I met amazing people.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't regret my time at that same place. And one day, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but we will do a series about, we won't ever say the name of that place because we don't want to burn any bridge, but we have some really good stories. And now that you don't work there, I feel like we can really talk about it.
Exactly. For those who know what we're talking about,
you know.
If
you know, you know. If you know, you know. Yeah.
So that was one thing. That happened literally the week of Christmas.
Yeah.
That happened the week of Christmas. Immediately after that, I think my body is essentially purging the last 10 years out of me because literally all of my limbs went numb for the last 3 weeks. Don't worry, I've done all the tests, all the diagnostics, everything's passing.
Yeah.
I just think that stress and anxiety can really mess your head up.
Well, when I left that workplace, I had a lot of health issues afterwards just because I think I was in a state of
just
flight or flight for so long.
Yeah.
That now that you can relax, your body's yeah. And it's also a big change.
Exactly. And now let's add on another thing to that.
Yeah. Exciting, stressful.
And then I'm also moving. So this all is happening in 1 month.
So still somewhere in Toronto. You're moving to a new apartment. You're not pulling a KB.
One of the things that about my current place, love the area, love the building, but we face north. And when you face north, when you don't have I still have other buildings in front, we get no natural light. So I'm just basically in darkness.
Which is really the opposite of your vibe.
Exactly. I do get
You
light.
are sunshine incarnate, so you need to have,
And so I get light when the sun reflects off of the hotel in front of me, and then that reflection comes into the building.
Nasty.
So I'm actually
You're being fried like a little ant.
I'm actually thinking of getting, through all the health things I'm going through, I've been researching a bunch of stuff. And I think I'm going to get, there's these injectables and you can get vitamin D injections.
Botox?
No, vitamin D injections.
Yeah, I have heard that.
For seasonal detection.
Do you take vitamin D supplements?
I don't. I take B12, which I just started recently, but you can also do a B12 injection shot.
Oh.
But I do think I want a vitamin D one.
I love a vitamin D injection. Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Grandma. Sorry, Auntie and Uncle, who all listen. That will be my catch up. Do you want to... Sometimes the internet is really good at this. Do you want to describe your symptoms? Because sometimes people can figure out stuff that doctors don't.
And
are you comfortable with that?
Yeah,
or no?
it's just like things are coming. Like my feet went numb, my legs went numb, my torso went numb, my abdomen went numb, and my hands
and
went
like numb. Like it's like, describe it in
it
more
was
detail.
like pins and needles. Like
as
sensitive
if
to
like
touch.
You know when your like body falls asleep? Is it like
Yeah,
that
like
sensation?
that.
Okay.
Now, thankfully, 2 weeks later, my feet have come back, my legs come back. Maybe not everything, but my hands are like the one right now.
But
I'm holding this with like the grace of God right now,
which is so funny because it's such a it looks like the most delicate little handhold, but I know that you're struggling,
right?
Yeah.
So that's what it is. But I'm going through all of the things I'm supposed to. But and I've been doing acupuncture, and I've been doing chiropractor, and I've been going to a million massages.
That's
finish those benefits.
And baths. You love a bath.
I do love a bath. That sounds very like
I love a bath.
Yes, but like the baths.
The baths, like the bath houses.
The bathhouse. It's giving,
you are a gay man. So perhaps we're going to Steamworks. Sponsor.
But yeah, so it's all happening in 1 month, which is a lot.
Yeah.
It's like really exciting. But when you think, I don't know if you told me this, maybe you did.
What?
I might be quoting you right now.
Tell me. I love to be quoted by myself.
2025 is both 25 years away from 2050.
Angel told us this.
Oh.
Yeah. Nasty. It's evil behavior.
Yeah. And it's also.
Oh, no, it was KB.
Was it?
We were all together.
And then like 2020 was 25. Wait.
No, 2025 is as close to 2050 as it is to 2000.
Like 2020. Yeah. No, that doesn't make sense. No. Not the sign.
Not the sign.
Not the sign.
Not the sign.
Yeah. So I'm excited for all the change.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this year.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to a new apartment with lights.
And then you're going to Colombia.
Oh my gosh. For
like 2.5 weeks.
Yeah. February, I'm going to Colombia. I'm so excited.
Yeah, so we're going to have to stock up some episodes.
Yeah, because it's a free... This morning I went to walk my dog.
It's cold.
It said -17 without wind chill. Are you ill? Like, why do I live here? Like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Even my dog was like, girl, bye.
We're done. Well, and little Leo's from Mexico, so he's like, hi.
He went pee-pee and let's go back inside. He didn't even want to poo.
Oh.
I took him out later because he's like, girl, it's freezing.
It's too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, cold is not great. It's funny because I went to Calgary for the holiday, so thank you for sharing. Sorry about your health stuff. I really hope you get better. Yeah, you are getting better. You're on the up and up, but changing jobs and moving are like two of the most stressful things, literally. So we'll see what happens when you're like, once you're probably in Colombia, you'll like really
decompress.
Yeah.
And when the sun hits me, or I get that vitamin D shot.
Angel.
I'm
Anyways.
dead.
You started it.
I did.
So my catch-up is that I went to Calgary for Christmas. So I was just there for a couple of days. And weirdly enough, Calgary is actually really cold. So when you're complaining about -17, like Calgary gets to like -45.
I've been to Alberta many a time. I know that. But that's also a choice.
It is a choice.
It's a choice.
It's a choice.
I mean, lower taxes, but it's a choice.
Yeah. Weirdly, it was actually warmer than it is here, which is hilarious to me, but whatever. My catch up of this, and this is a shout out, is so I got to spend a lot of time with my family, extended family, which I don't necessarily see, my aunt, my uncle, my cousins, my grandparents, all on my dad's side.
Cute.
And we record this podcast and we put it out for the world and whatever. But there's some people that you just like don't expect to listen to it.
I expect everyone.
The thing that gagged me was when Christmas Day, my grandma walks in and she's like, Brendan, we listened to your episode of the podcast. And I was like, which one? Because as per the joke you just heard earlier,
it really depends.
It really depends. She listened to the Wicked one. She now wants us to. I actually convinced my mom to take her to Wicked, and my grandma loved it.
I already rewatched it on New Year's Day.
I've seen it twice now. I saw it a second time. I took my sister to see it.
Proud of you.
Yeah, it was
great.
What
did your grandma say?
She loved it. She was obsessed. She's like, when does the next one come out? Why do I have to wait? It has to take a year? What's going on? She's like, I better make it till then.
So,
She will. But she was being snarky. But it was funny because then also my aunt and uncle, or my aunt at least listens to it, which was really cute. So shout out auntie and grandma and everybody and all my family, the Baileys, who listened to this because that was really sweet.
That's sweet.
It was really sweet. Yeah,
I love that. Actually, on my
URDONE.
One of my last days of work, like everyone was like, oh, like make sure like, oh, we like love listening and like you guys are so funny. And I'm like, it's really sweet when someone brings it up when you don't bring it up yourself.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Well, and for
we've been working hard at it.
We have been, and
I'm working late
because I'm a singer. But like, it's also kind of interesting because it's a way for people to keep up with us if we don't necessarily have them in our, like, we don't talk to that all the time. So it's kind of interesting. Some of the things that people were like, oh yeah, how's this thing? And I was like, how do you know about that? And they're like, you have a podcast that you post publicly on YouTube.
It's public.
Yeah.
For others to see and ridicule and love.
And love. Mostly love.
Mostly love. Thank you.
And if you ridicule it, we will find you.
But still follow. Thanks.
Like and subscribe. Like and
subscribe.
Yeah. And so Christmas was really nice, actually. It was the perfect amount of time. I really liked spending a lot of the time with my sister. That was really great. My sister got engaged.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Kennedy and Matt.
That ring looks delicious.
Yeah, it's massive. And then, we got to also spend time with Matt's family, which is her fiance's. And that's always interesting. Shout out, Megan. I'm sure you're listening. Love that you listen, and your family is wild, just like mine. Yeah, but it's
that's
fun.
Why they're meant to be.
Yeah, they are meant to be. So it was not a very you're done Christmas, and the fact that like nothing went wrong, but it was a very you're done because the podcast came up a lot.
I love that. Yeah, I love that.
Iconic.
Well, a new year, more episodes to watch and listen to.
Yeah, we're gonna the goal is to get to 500 subscribers by the time the podcast turns a year old, which is in June.
We can do it.
We can do it. Because once we get to 500, we can start making money.
Oh my gosh, imagine.
And then if we start making money off of this, we'll level up.
Well, let me tell you something as I look at your wrist, right?
Tell me.
So I noticed that you have a little gold watch, the gold band. And I always said, if I had that same watch, like it makes you look like such a rich bitch. Like a rich bitch.
It does look.
And now I have it. I got it for Christmas.
Twinsies.
And now we look like rich bitches.
Yeah. So we're putting and manifesting that energy out into the world.
Power Rangers. Meow.
Meow. Okay.
But can I ask you a question?
Please.
As we're in New Year's.
Yeah, let's go.
I guess it's a two-part question. Do you believe in New Year's resolutions, and have you ever had one?
Do I believe in New Year's resolutions? No, not really. I do instead subscribe to the idea that on your birthday, you set intentions, which sounds very woo-woo of me.
I was just going to be like, that sounds very different than what you would have said.
But it's because for me, my birthday is really my personal New Year. So it feels like I'm actually going into like a new sort of like whatever. And so I like to think about, I'm a bit more reflective on that. I love how you're like,
for me, but I think that would be for everyone because that's when they were born.
Gag me with that.
It just came to me, a thought came into my mind.
That I'm going into my own year and everyone else is staying behind in theirs. Exactly. Correct. And I just think that like New Year's resolutions are like bound to fail. So I generally, I have in the past, the reason I don't use New Year's resolutions is because I always fail at them. But my birthday year ones, I always do.
Okay, like give me an example of your last birthday one.
Okay, so last year, my birthday ones were mental, dental, money. So I wanted to get my mental health in check. So I started going to a therapist. I wanted to get my dental health in check, which was fine before. I just hadn't been to a dentist in a long time. So I wanted to start going to the dentist. And then money, which was also a combination of just, I wanted to make more money by the end of the year, which all happened. I got a new job. I've been seeing a therapist for almost a year, and I've been consistently going to the dentist.
Slay.
Do you want to hear what this year's is?
Okay, I'm ready.
So it's make the podcast successful.
Slay.
Save up for an apartment. To buy a house and get better at French. I used to do, as you've heard on the show many times.
Yes, because he lived in Paris.
Yeah, but I was doing French before that. Anyway, so I started doing my Duolingo again.
Love.
Which is not really the same thing for learning French, but it is practice.
It's practice.
And I am saving money.
Well, I will give a little, for those who are in Toronto, if you do like the continuing education at U of T, or what's the new one? What's it called now?
Oh, TMU.
So thank you, TMU. You can do your classes there. I did Spanish with U of T.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. Well, you said one of your three.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to support you.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I have other ones that those are like the main ones. They're like ones that I feel like can be attained. Like at the end of the year, I can check and be like, yes, I did those things.
Yeah.
I'm assuming by the fact that you asked that question that you are a New Year's resolution girly. So tell me.
Not really.
Oh, you're not? Okay.
Because New Year's resolutions can be very like, I want to lose weight.
Which I think you're always bound to fail on those.
Yeah,
things.
but I have like New Year's like
vibes.
Vibes.
New Year's
but
vibes.
There is a year that I did a strict New Year's resolution.
Okay.
And typically a New Year's resolution is for a year, but you want to maintain it.
Yeah.
So in 2016.
Okay, throwback. Okay. 9 years ago.
What? As you said that, I went, what?
Yeah, you were going to do the crazy sound effect for that one.
9 years later.
9 years later.
I realized at work, I was having Timbits all of the time.
Okay.
They were everywhere. Like customers would bring it in, team members would bring it in, managers would bring it in. There's just Timbits everywhere. And I felt like I was becoming a giant Timbit. And one time I had a nightmare. I was being chased by a Timbit.
Okay. Was it a Timbit with like legs and arms, or was it like a rolling boulder?
No, it
like
had
an
legs
Indiana
and arms.
Jones?
It had legs and arms.
Okay.
And it was the old-fashioned one, old-fashioned glazed.
Is that your favorite one? Or
no,
was it your favorite one?
I actually don't remember. This is just the one that was in my nightmare. And it was
Come
just
on,
saying,
old-fashioned
eat
glaze.
me, eat me. Like,
this sounds comical. Like it sounds like a cartoon.
It was literally like, eat me, right? And it kind of had like, in Toy Story, the potato head.
Yeah.
It had like the the potato head eyes that was on it.
Sounds terrifying.
It was terrifying.
Yeah.
I was so scared, right? And I woke up in in a sweat. I was like,
save me, Tim Hortons.
And I was like, oh no. I'm becoming a Timbit, and a Timbit is trying to take over my life. So I shan't have any more Timbits.
Jesus is a Timbit.
So I said, no more Timbits
no more.
For 2016.
And
I have not had a single Timbit since 2016.
In 9 years.
In 9 years.
It's funny because I am not necessarily a Timbit person.
But they're always near me. I never bought them myself. They're just always around. And
yeah. My first job was Tim Hortons. So I recognize the Timbit.
So one chased you as well.
I don't like Timbits either. Like they're not really my vibe.
I didn't like them, y'all. I just can't have them. And so after that year, I was like, well, now I haven't had it, so it is.
Let's see how long I can go.
The same thing happened when I was in middle school. When my friend was like, "Oh, do you want a drink?" I'm like, "No, I'm not going to drink." And he's like, "Oh, you I bet you won't be able to make it until you're legal." And I said,
"Try me,
and I didn't. Right, so now I'm just committed. I have I feel like I have a donut once a year, maybe on National Donut Day.
It's such a specific day.
But I just don't have a sweet tooth like that. So that was my last big New Year's resolution. But
my last big New Year's resolution was I will never eat Timbits again. And she said, I'm 9 years strong and don't you try to fuck with me.
It's basically
so what arbitrary thing will you stop eating this year?
So no, but now it's just now as I hear it.
Yeah. Crazy. I'm like, oh, I went to a therapist. I go to a dentist. You're like, I'll never eat a Timbit again. And I'm stronger for it.
Stronger than yesterday. Than 9 years ago, I'll tell you that. But this year, wow. I just want to elevate.
Okay.
And whatever that might be.
The vibe. You're already way on the track.
So Sweat January is overwhelming, right? But I feel like I have to sneeze.
Okay, not on the pod. Not on the pod.
If it has to sneeze, it sneezes. We gotta elevate. If it elevates its way out, you gotta elevate. I said elevate is the theme.
Yeah, fair.
Right?
Okay.
And so just everything I just want to up a notch.
Yeah.
You know what
I mean? You're already doing it, so I really feel that.
I just hit my 105th class at Orange Theory at the gym.
Sick. That's incredible. So, you've really doubled me. I'm at 53 and I've been doing it for a year.
I have the unlimited package for the month, so I'm going to be using that unlimited.
I know.
Right?
I'm proud of you. That's awesome.
Thank you. And apparently there's a location in Colombia that I think I'm going to try, but I'll have to pay for it because it's out of the country. Right? But elevate my fitness. Yeah. Elevate my Spanish. Elevate my everything,
Yeah. Well, you're making more money at the new job.
Elevate the work.
And you got a new job.
My place.
Slay. Major slay. I believe in that for both of us. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, cheers.
Or we should cheers a Timbit.
No.
Crack your 9 years.
No.
Actually, Tasha. Could you imagine?
How evil would you be?
Could you imagine? Make you eat a Timbit on podcast.
The only last time, this is super, super, like, sidebar.
Yeah, whatever.
But as you said that, when I used to work on a cruise ship, my ship was in Australia.
Okay. No Timbits there.
No Timbits there. But like into Asia and South Pacific and all those areas. But I would say 95% of the passengers are from Australia.
Yeah.
And I remember one time we were doing we kind of had a show like this, but it was trivia at the same time, but we did it on stage.
Okay.
Right? And someone was like, we want Tasha to try Vegemite.
No.
And I was like, what's Vegemite?
You hadn't. Oh.
Honey, you see, this doesn't rub off, eh? Like, in which Black household?
No. I mean, like, how long were you in Australia for before they asked you that?
But I lived on a ship.
I guess, but
I'm not at the grocery store.
I've never even been to Australia. I know what Vegemite
But there's Vegemite, and then there's
Marmite.
Marmite?
Yeah,
I think
that's
Marmite
the American. That's the British one.
And so.
But it's the same thing. It's just yeast.
Literally on stage.
It's disgusting.
In front of 1,000 people, they're like, here, someone.
What'd they put it on?
Someone pulled it out of their bag. How'd you get?
See, this is the thing. People are like, oh, Vegemite is like what Canadians think peanut butter is.
No,
Canadian has peanut butter in there. No, I know it doesn't taste the same.
We don't have maple syrup like in my ass crack. Like, what do you mean?
Oh my God, slay. Oh my God, slay. Icky.
Right?
When Trump takes over Canada, they're gonna be sifting out the maple syrup from our butt cracks.
Butt crack. And so
that's where it comes from, America.
Having the bite in front of everybody.
It's a thing.
I don't get it.
What did it taste like to you?
It tasted like vinegar, butter.
Vinegar butter.
Like crushed ants.
Yeah, the texture is weird.
And this is not, I ain't coming for y'all that love it.
I am.
But it was not a flavor profile. And I'm a foodie girly, okay? But that was not a flavor profile that I ever want to have again in my life. And to imagine I had to have it in front of an audience.
I mean, that's kind of iconic. That's like...
No, because what if I spat it out? I would have been like, making people feel a certain way.
They do that. They do that on purpose as like a trick. They want you to do it because they know you're going to hate it. They know in their...
If you're not born with that...
Something about being on that part of the world is flip their brains upside down. And so they think that it tastes good. It doesn't taste good. You have to grow up with it for it to taste good.
You have to, yeah.
It's not right.
But that was my sidebar.
Which is funny because we want to do something that involves eating on the show.
Oh, well,
that we will not be talking... We will not surprise you. We will surprise you. But we will be doing something like that.
It'll be coming out. It will be good.
It does not include Vegemite, though.
It will not include. Yeah. I can only imagine. Oh my God, I cannot.
It will be very exciting.
It will be good.
Highest rated episode for sure.
So now when we think about, obviously 2025, we don't know what's to come. Things are going to come.
Yeah.
Who knows? But I think we should have a little backtrack.
Yeah, let's review the year.
Yeah.
So I feel like you've done some homework for us.
Yes. Okay. So let's first talk about, the girly pops.
The girly pops,
right?
Tell me about the girly pops.
Look at Sabrina Carpenter.
Okay, so funny enough that you bring her up because I was listening to a song today, White Flag by Dido, which I love.
I haven't heard that song in...
I will go down.
I know what song it is.
I love it. Anyways, so I was looking it up on Spotify and I noticed that Miss Sabrina Carpenter has a song called White Flag. And I was like, did she do a cover of Dido's magnum opus? She did not, but it does not sound... I listened to a couple of minutes of it and I was like, Miss Sabrina used to sound totally different.
She did used to sound very different.
Yeah,
she used to sound very different, but Espresso was everywhere last year.
Yes.
However, do you know that there was one song that had more plays than it?
Let me guess. I don't think it's right, but is it the Tipsy song by Shabuzi?
No.
Was it...
it's a female artist.
It's a female artist. Do I like them?
I think so.
Was it?
Do you want clues?
Yes, please.
She has a brother.
Okay. Is the brother a musician?
Yes.
What? I mean, I don't know. Ariana Grande? No. I love her, but her brother's not really a musician.
Her brother performs with her a lot.
Oh, Billie Eilish.
Yes.
Oh, it was Birds of a Feather.
Yeah. Great song.
Yes, great song.
I just didn't think it would have more place than Espresso.
I know, that's a weird one. That's not the one I would have thought.
I wouldn't have thought that.
I really like Chihiro from that album.
That's a great album.
Yeah, that is a
and
really
Wildflower? Wildflower?
Yeah.
Wildflower,
but that was released separately from the album, I believe. Isn't
the album called that?
No, isn't it called Hit Me Hard and Soft?
You're not wrong.
I am right. I'm right. That's her way of saying I'm right.
Yeah, but then...
Okay.
Then, like, it's funny because...
That's crazy. Espresso was everywhere.
It was everywhere. But then we think of, like, Chaperone.
Love her.
It's crazy because I remember coming over to your house once and she was on the TV, like you just had like on Spotify, and you're like, you haven't heard of her? I'm like, I don't think anyone has. And then like 3 days later, she had like a tour, not a tour, like a concert that there's like 1 million people.
Yeah.
Right?
The thing is that the gays are always ahead of time. We always know the music before the rest of the people. And so that's maybe your one flaw. Maybe that's your one flaw.
It's my one flaw.
Well, but that's what I'm here for.
It was also a very brat summer.
Oh, so good.
So
Love
she took
Brat.
over the summer.
Yeah, icon.
I loved her performance at what's it called? Times Square.
Yeah, that was cool. Her surprise.
Cool.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
cool. Imagine you're just like, tra-la-la-lee-la-lee.
Everything goes neon green. And you're like, oh,
what's going on?
I've been
and
transported.
And a little sliver opens that I bet you couldn't actually see.
Did you see when Shakira did that?
Yes.
It's iconic.
Of course I saw when Shakira did that.
Of course.
Well, Shakira was supposed to have a concert last year, but now she's moved to this year. So, one thing to bring into 2025.
She's better not be competing with Miss Beyonce.
Well, we are patiently waiting to see what happens.
It's a deluxe album. I'm here to tell.
I think it is as well.
It's a deluxe album.
I think it is as well. There won't be a tour.
She's going
to do the Houston rodeo. That's what I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, another thing that happened. It happened a while back. Okay, yeah.
What is it? Give me
details.
If
you're looking at it.
I can't see.
How do I give clues? England.
Okay. England what? England, the king.
Okay.
The king almost died.
That thing.
Oh, okay.
Then princess.
Almost died.
Well, she had cancer.
Yeah, and she didn't die. But that's funny because my TikTok keeps being like, Kate, dead. And I'm like, she's not dead. It's just, they're doing it for engagement, which is what I just did.
Screaming.
That's how the poster's going to be for this. Kate, dead. Just kidding. No, I love her.
No, it's not.
No. Take it back.
We hope you well. Right?
We wish you well.
We wish you well.
Okay.
Okay. When I
like this game.
This is good. Okay. This. I'm trying to think of a different word because this will be too easy.
Okay.
But
vibes.
One would say united. Others would say not.
Oh, Trump?
Yes,
no? Okay.
But like
united.
More like what happened last year?
What happened? The election.
There you go.
Ugh.
The election.
Yeah, I didn't love that.
Lots to see.
Lots
to see.
Yeah, and we might be the 51st state pretty soon or whatever.
What?
Haven't you heard Trump's been like talking, like he made some joke to like Justin Trudeau a while ago about how he was going to like annex Canada. And now he's like really putting it, like he's posted stuff on his like Truth Social of like this map that's like all of North America and it's just the US. It's crazy. I think he's just doing it to like get people riled up, but like,
yeah,
it's crazy.
Well, also, Trudeau stepped down.
Yeah, that's a big one. But
right?
that was 2025. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's still.
He should have. I mean,
it's time.
Yeah, it took, like, God.
Well, this next one, we're not, I guess, okay, my clue is we're not big fans.
Taylor Swift. I didn't even... The eras were ended. Yes. Thank God.
The witch is dead.
I'm just kidding. She's not
dead. The Wicked
dead.
Witch of the West is dead.
No one mourns the wicked. No. People that listen to this really like Taylor.
I give her flowers. Absolutely. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Do what you gotta do. You have a fan base. Somehow they keep getting younger. Whatever. You do, you boo.
Yeah.
But I lived across the street from the stadium, and for those 6 days, I was like,
cuckoo crazy.
Get off my lawn.
Yeah, curmudgeon. You're like, I'm not elevating now. I'm descending into hell.
How many? I wonder if this will tell me how many concerts were there. Like how
she
many?
She did a lot. This is the thing. I feel like
there was 500 or something.
You have to give. I really have to give. As much as I just joked, you do have to give her.
I have it. I have the answer.
Okay, how
I have
many?
the answer. Okay, because it started in Glendale, Arizona on March 17th of 2023 and
Okay.
closed in Vancouver. That's Canada, if you didn't know.
Yeah.
On December 8th of last year.
So a year and a half.
So it was 149 shows across 5 continents. I really wanted, I feel like, you know, I like
That's a lot.
even.
Yeah,
there should have been
50.
one more. Right?
She could have done.
She could have
She could have done.
But it made, okay, so grossing more than $2 billion.
Wild.
And around 1.6 billion pounds in revenue.
That's incredible. And like the thing is one of the
huge.
things you have to give her is that she performs like 3.5 hours, basically nonstop.
Yeah.
To do that, anything.
Stamina.
That's stamina. And you're singing and that's dancing. And like, she's not dancing like Beyonce dances, but she's still dancing and she's still singing. So, and people really love it. So as much as.
It brought a lot of friendships together.
It did. I actually have
You have a friendship bracelet?
That's not from it. So something that I find interesting is that the friendship bracelets from Taylor Swift kind of co-opted from like electronic music, like Plur.
Sounds about right.
That's where people were like wear the beaded bracelets and like trade them with each other. That all came from like EDM. And then, but now everyone thinks Taylor Swift is
that's very techno.
Yeah. But,
as a techno girly, but I'm a deep house girly. That's a very techno EDM.
But they took that from that. And now Taylor Swift has like co-opted it and it's like, that's their thing. And it's like, actually, no.
Oh.
But whatever.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I got one that says Stream CRJ, which is Carly Rae Jepsen.
Oh my God.
Love her.
What a throwback.
Love her. Yeah, it's so good.
I think I was in an Uber the other day and like Call Me Maybe came on. I'm like, it's crazy how that was everywhere.
Yeah.
And now I haven't heard it.
She continues to make great music though.
She does?
She does.
She's still making music?
Oh yeah, and it's so good. See, this is how you know you're not a gay person. All gay men love Carly Rae Jepsen.
Well,
Run Away With Me is the most iconic song ever. Anyway.
What's the lyrics?
Run Away With, I don't know. I can't sing it. It would be embarrassing. Play it. No, we'll play it. Anyways, it's so good. Okay, what's another one?
Obviously, we had a whole episode on this, but like Wicked and like but the press tour of it.
The press tour,
like the buildup of the press tour, the outfits, the interviews.
And it's still everywhere.
Oh, it's still everywhere.
It's like been out for 2 months now.
Yep. Yeah. And like the deleted scenes just came out as well.
Did you watch them all?
I didn't watch all of them, but the one that like, ooh, I felt that because like we talked about like, this is the definition of the queerness that's in it. We loved it. When she was like, when you and Fiera went to save the cub, I would have gone with you.
And she's like, I'll never leave you alone again.
Yeah.
This is the thing. So if you go back and listen to that episode, I said one of the things I didn't like about the movie was that I felt like they didn't portray enough of their friendship. There seemed to be quite a huge jump from we hate each other to now we're basically like fingering each other into the Emerald City.
One short day, one short
nail.
Make sure it's not sharp.
Yeah, exactly. But all the deleted scenes are of these like intimate moments between them or between other characters. And I'm like, why did you take those? Those are the things that I really felt would have convinced me more of what was going on. I believed their friendship because of the press tour, but it was the movie itself. I was like, I wouldn't have believed how close they were.
Scissor sisters.
Anyways, it was great.
It was great.
And I can't wait. 2025, we're getting part 2.
So ready.
Icon.
So ready. Do I have anything else I wanted to say?
There's got to be more.
Okay, let me think of like a TV show that was like really big last year.
Actually, well, you don't watch it, but House of the Dragon.
Oh yeah, I know you guys don't watch that.
Love that show. Big fan.
Explain to me in
2
sentences, 3 sentences why I should watch it, because I didn't watch what's the other one?
Well,
what's the other one? Goblets of
Game of Thrones. Goblets of Thrones. Thrones and goblets.
Yeah.
Well, do you like fantasy stuff like that or medieval stuff?
No.
Then it would never matter. Because part of what I love about
you're
it.
not selling me yet.
Part of what I love about it is like the fantasy, the dragon, the political intrigue, the writing is incredible. That's why. But if you don't like dragons and medieval stuff, then it'll never be good for you.
I like dragons and Harry Potter.
Different. Very different.
Well.
Yeah, because this is like old-timey stuff. but in a different world. Anyways.
I think that like it maybe why, because I'm like, my people ain't in any of those when I look back at those ones.
But that one they are. So that's the thing about House of the Dragon that is different. It has a ton of Black people.
And they're what?
All like the main characters.
Oh, they're not like the help?
No. It's like they're a part of the main family. They really did. They like, I think.
Oh my God, I have another one. Oh,
please
just came
go.
To me. Sorry, stop caring.
Yeah. Classic. One thing we will be bringing into 2025 is Tasha's still not listening to me.
It's a good one. I forgot.
Please.
The Olympics.
Oh my God, so this is the thing.
I forgot that was this.
Did you even really watch it?
I did watch a lot of it.
Okay.
I do enjoy watching the Olympics.
Yeah.
You don't like watching the Olympics?
I used to when I was like a little closeted gay boy and I could watch like the divers. That was like really exciting for me. But now I don't really care because I can get that anywhere for free.
Yeah, but it's just like more of like Simone Biles. I wanted to like support her.
I actually watched that live while I was in London.
Did you watch her documentary?
No.
It was very good. Because like that girl got blasted.
Yeah.
Blasted from the last one when she was like, I can't do this. Mentally, I can't. Because I do a jump incorrectly, I will die.
Yeah.
I will land on my head, die.
Yeah. You got to be
You need to be in the moment.
Yeah.
And so the fact that she came back and she said, moment.
I'm going to have all these tricks named after me.
Exactly.
And then I'm going to be done.
And then, like, I don't remember her peer that got her medal taken away.
Oh, oops.
Because she was in fourth place, then they gave you third. Then they're like, actually, no, you're fourth.
Just kidding. Fourth.
Yeah, which is horrible.
Yeah, something about this year, actually, it's, for me, the thing that I always find hilarious is that it's the review of the memes that remind me of how long the year is. Like, when somebody showed me the one of the Willy Wonka that, like, failed.
Johnny Depp's one?
No. It wasn't a movie. It was like somebody in Scotland did this like Willy Wonka experience.
Oh.
And there's this image which I'll put up here, and it's like of this woman who's dressed as one of the Oompa Loompas, and she's just like, and to be like, that was this year. I'm like, it feels like a decade ago.
Oh, I don't know.
It's reviewing that kind of stuff that I'm like, oh, the year's long.
The year's long. Do you want to know what the word of the year was?
Brat.
No.
Slay.
No.
Yes.
No, it wasn't.
What is it?
It was brain rot.
Ah. I think I proved it. I demonstrated brain rot.
Declared brain rot to be their word of the year.
Okay. Well,
I know that.
Have you ever used brain rot before?
In a sentence?
Well, yeah. No. I've ever just randomly been sitting there and been like, brain rot! That would be iconic. That would be so good.
Maybe, but I say brain fart a lot.
That's not even close to the same thing.
It is the same thing.
No, it's not.
It is the same thing.
No, brain rot is like you're staring at your phone for so long that like your brain is literally rotting. A brain fart is when you can't remember anything.
Okay, fine, whatever.
Sometimes it's like educating my grandma.
What?
Hi. You don't understand the internet. You don't understand the internet or music.
Because I haven't been listening to Carl. Well, I could have said Drake and Kendrick Lamar's like battle, and
that would have been a good. Yes, of course I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I keep up with this stuff on the internet.
That was a battle.
That was a battle, and Kendrick wiped the floor with him.
He said, and
what will be hilarious about that is when Kendrick comes to Toronto and SZA had and Drake had said he would perform
he said he would open for and then because her concert got canceled, like the
no, she canceled it.
No, but there's many like Kalani, hers,
all in Toronto.
Julie Aiko, like it was a curse.
Yeah, it's a curse.
The curse.
Yeah, it happened to me a couple years ago with Casey Musgraves. Nasty.
Oh right, yeah. It happened to you last year with Kygo.
Yeah, it did. And
I put it into the universe
that one
for it to be canceled because I wasn't going to be there. So
did you get tickets for the one that's coming up?
No, we're gonna get us tickets in a minute.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
Sick. Love.
Yeah. So
I should have quizzed you on this because it would have been way funnier because you wouldn't have known anything.
Incorrect. you know what else is going to happen in 2025? Tasha's going to be ruthless because if we go back in a lot of the different clips, this one, he's trying to come for me on many things, but let me tell you, you meant how I said level up?
Yeah. You're going to level up.
It's going to be like, Sierra, level up,
Love that.
level up, and I'm gonna drown you.
You're just gonna like fact check me.
Yes, on everything. And I'm gonna bring monocles and be like, actually,
you just take my glasses and wear them. I've actually been wanting to put. Sometimes when I edit the episodes, I want to like go and add like the fact check element to it because I watched them.
I did add one last time though for Wicked.
Which one?
When you're like,
you were wrong.
I said that I was wrong.
Okay, Slay. What were you wrong about?
Because you're like, is it the Lollipop Guild?
Oh, yes.
And then I was like, that's a different movie.
But it wasn't.
And that's what I wrote.
I know. I appreciated that.
You're
welcome.
You're welcome.
But it's because I had to send you the clip. I did.
See how I'm trying to say.
She's trying to build bridges and I'm burning them.
Don't worry, I'm ready. 2025.
You know what? But the people love when we are a little bit. They love this. This always gets a little
fine.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I feel like this is a good energy to bring into 2025.
We're bringing energy.
Co-workers, co-podcast hosts, and whatever this is.
Oh my goodness. Well, like we said, it's a new year.
Stay tuned for so many more exciting episodes.
Yes, we let go of yesteryear.
Yeah.
And now we're moving on up.
And we're leveling up all over the place.
Love that.
Okay. Well, thanks, Tash, for being a part of my 2024.
Oh, thanks for being part of mine.
An even bigger part of my 2025.
And thank you guys for being part of our 2024. We started this podcast this year.
Yeah.
Or when
it's
I say
not
this
even been a year.
Last year.
Yeah.
I think in June.
Yeah.
And so a huge thank you.
Yes.
For being there at the beginning, still being there now, bringing your friends, telling people about it.
Yeah.
So much more fun to come.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a poet.
So much more fun to come. Spelt with a U.
Was that I was going to say the same thing.
Icon.
So much more to come.
Okay, with that brain rot, we will be signing off for the day. Have a great start of your 2025, and we will see you every week. Bye. Like and subscribe.
Raise our hand at the same time. Bye.